Folks, listen to me. We have got the deal of a century right now at the PCT auction. This one is called SI1. That is SI1, and that is the ultimate Beatles pack. I am joined here by my man, Richard Quartermain, who has spent the better part of his life, I would wager, is that right?
Yep.
Collecting all these wonderful things, and he has donated them to the PCT auction, and some lucky Beatles fan in your family is going to get this amazing collector set. So pay attention because we're going to move fast. Now, Richard, talk to me. What is this, and how did you come by it?
Well, this was this is the Beatles discography from 1961 to 75. It's got every single production that they ever put out in records, in what form, LPs or 45s. It's in this book, complete. And unabridged. I got this in 1976.
1976.
I've been a lifelong Beatles fan from when I was 3, when they came out in '64.
All right.
And
tell me what we're looking at here.
This is 1980. Shout is an in-depth biography, very detailed, of all their lives growing up through their whole the time in Liverpool, the time in Hamburg, with the other Beatles that didn't make it big, like Pete Best and Stu Sutcliffe and others. That's a very in-depth, really good book.
Now, folks, I want you to know that you can start bidding on this right now, 650-355-8000. And I'm going to tell you, this is, I mean, this whole thing is over a $200 value, easily a $200 value. Each one of these books has a huge value, and we're going to get to the big books in just a second. But what's this one, Richard? This
one here is the Beatles England, where these the authors of this book were having it signed downtown San Francisco in the early 1980, 82. And I went down there and had them sign it. And I invited them to my house to record the movie How I Won the War with John Lennon.
And directed by Richard Lester, of course.
And in appreciation, they gave me a Japanese version of their book.
So you've got both the English and the Japanese versions here, and signed by the authors.
Yes.
This is amazing.
These are all the intimate places where the Beatles hung out in their personal lives.
And this one here is a very similar kind of a thing in that, isn't this the one that you told me that was...
Well, these are all the pictures from the Daily Mail.
That's
where the photographers followed them around and took all kinds of photos. These are 400 exclusive ones that were just recently found, so they were never published. This came out in 1998. This other one here is also similar, but this is the complete, all the photos ever taken by the Daily Mail throughout the Beatles' career is in this book.
So between the two of these books, you've got every picture ever taken by the Daily Mail.
But was not produced. This is an unseen archive. Okay?
Wow.
And that's probably a $30 value in just itself.
Yeah, these are huge, big, beautiful books. And the pièce de résistance, folks, get those dialing fingers ready right now because we're going to be auctioning this all night. This is at least a $200 value. You're going to tell me here now. This book right here is a $60 value. This is called the Anthology.
This is the Anthology that came out in, I think, the early 90s. That went along with the Beatles when they put out their anthology albums, which were not the ones that were published, that were owned by Michael Jackson at the time. These are all their own photos and their own lives, and the Beatles themselves put this book together.
Okay. Now, you spent a lifetime, and we're doing this very quickly, but these amazing, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. This one anthology book alone is a $60 value. You spent a lifetime collecting these. You've donated it to the auction. Just in terms of face value, what do you think we got here as far as the value goes?
I think at least 150.
Minimum 150.
Minimum 150.
I'd say more like 250 bucks, folks. And I'll tell you what. Are you ready? What did you bring in here? What is this? Let me show this.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an original Capital 45.
This is the original 45, folks. The original one.
Take it out.
Take it out? I don't want to spoil the party and take it out. But this is the original 45. What was the A-side? Was the A-side 8 days a week?
Yes.
A-side 8 days a week.
And I don't want to spoil the party on the B-side.
I don't want to spoil the party. The original 45, folks.
So how about if someone bids 150 for all this, they get the 45?
Listen, if you're the high bidder, I think this is at least a $200 value. But the high bidder,
what do you think?
We're going to give them the 45. But listen, you got to act on this because folks are going to go mad for this collection. By the way, because Richard, this is probably your last telethon, I just want to thank you and Amy for all your wonderful support of PCT over the years, and I want to thank you at home for watching. Bid on this right now. It's SI1. Call right now. Give us a call. 650-355-8000. The ultimate Beatles fan pack can be yours, or nice Christmas present for the loved one in your family.
Definitely.
Richard, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Awesome.